What up, YouTube? It's Aaron, your personal driver. How y'all doing? So, oh, gotta turn the sound off. So it's working. That's awesome. Everything's working. Woot woot. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Can you hear me? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. It looks like the mic's working. Sorry about that. Had to talk to the kids. Okay, guys. So we're in a new month. It's the 7th month of the year. So January, February, March. That is Q1. Okay, I did a video on that, so you guys can watch my growth. Now we're in Alex McBride in the house. April, May, June. Okay, that's Q2. So I've got to update you guys on my portfolio, as I promised I would. Now, for those of you wondering what I'm doing, in November, I advertised 3 apps: Robinhood, Stash, and Coinbase, for you to put your gig economy money in. It was a how to save money in the gig economy, how to get rich in the gig economy video. And I promised that I would not advertise anything to you guys that I didn't use myself. And I got some blowback because people were like, oh, you're just trying to get referral money and you're just trying to rip people off and stuff like that. What is on my hat? Oh, milk or something. That's gross. Babies. That's babies. Babies do that to you. Anyway, I made a promise to everybody that I would update my profile for a year so you guys could track me doing this. So no, I'm not trying to just get referral monies and blah, blah, blah. But I'll show you what I do and how I'm doing it. So we're going to start doing that right now. For those of you who are wondering. So the first thing I'm going to pull up is my overall portfolio. So you guys can see what I did. Okay, so let's go there. Timothy in the house. What's up, Timothy? Hope you had a good 4th of July, buddy. Let's go over here to... There we go. No, I don't like that view. You can't really see it that well. Let's do it this way, and then I'll drag it. That's a little bit better. So this year, I've made $229.79, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but guys, that's really, really good, because that's a little over 3% on my money. Okay. Oh, wrong way. So I'll show you right now. I think it's like 3.5%, if I am correct in my guessing. I don't remember exactly what it was last time. Okay, something's fun. I hate being bad at math on calculators. So 229.79 divided by 6715.59. Yeah, 3.5%. Woo woo! So 3.5%. Timothy in the house. So lots of hearts for Timmy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Right off the bat, man. Super chats right off the bat. You gotta love that. Oh man. So I appreciate it, Timothy. Let me get to my heart emojis. And give you some hearts here. Lots of love for the super chat. Here you go, buddy. It's all for you. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So 3% on your money, that's fabulous. Remember, inflation's 2%, so that's the goal, is you want to get past 2% so you don't lose money. Now, I did invest a lot of money. Not everyone, I understand, can invest that much money. That's one of the reasons I do RIDESHARE, is to get ahead. Okay, guys, get ahead on bills, pay for the kids, and put money into savings. Now, normally I put this stuff into my Roth IRA or the kids' school, but I wanted to do it this year on the 3 apps that I'm advertising, because I'm telling you guys, this is how you make money. This is how you go from working hour by hour, paycheck to paycheck, struggling to pay rent, to being able to retire, to being able to have your money make money. Okay, And gig economy workers don't make a lot of money. I know that. I know y'all are working your ass off for $800 a week, $1,200 a week. Every week, you know, it could be your last week working because Uber could kick you off. I feel you guys. Drivers, hearts for you law drivers. I feel you. Okay. But with these apps, you can absolutely invest a little bit of money at a time and over time make money on it. I don't know why I can't find it on my phone now. It's because I'm talking. I can't do two things at once. Nate just yells. Ah. So here's Robinhood. Okay, and as always, links for these apps are in the description below. And if you sign up with my referral code, you get 1 free stock from Robinhood if you sign up, $5 for Stash, and $10 from Coinbase and Bitcoin. So yeah, I mean $5 for. If I was trying to get referral codes, guys, I would not be trying to give you Stash. The Stash, I only get $5 a referral. You only get $5 a referral. So it's not like you can get rich doing that. It's just, we'll get there at a time. So this is the Robinhood app. This is how much money I have in here right now. So after 8 months, that's what I've managed to save. Today, during trading hours, made $9. And then after trading hours, looks like the market's going down a little bit. 1 week, I made 20 bucks this week. In a month, I made 23 bucks over the last 3 months. So quarter 2, I made $53.80 last quarter. And this is what I made this year. In total, I made just over $100. So that's not too bad. I've been doing this for 8 months. So how did I do that? Well, I can go through my shares in a second, but I just want to show you guys how this works. First off, the free stocks. So if you use my referral code, you have a 1 in 250 chance of getting Facebook, Apple, or JP Morgan Chase as your free stock. Just to let you know, Facebook is currently $198. So you have a chance to get $200 just for signing up. Mine was I forgot what it's called. It's down here. I saved it so I would always know. This was the free stock I got. Zynga. Woo woo! Yeah, so I got $4 for signing up. So I didn't hit the big bonus, but you might. The entrepreneur got it. Yeah, when he signed up, he got Microsoft. So GE, Ford, and Snapchat, but you always get a stock with that, okay? And it's free. This doesn't cost you any money. The way Robinhood makes their money is they want you to use Robinhood Gold eventually, which gives you more buying power and more access to capital and day trading, that kind of stuff. But just to get you hooked and addicted to making your money over time, all the transactions are 100% free. So if you make $1 in a stock trade, so say you buy Costco at $209 and you sell Costco at $210.14, you net $1. You'll never ever get charged a trading fee with Robinhood. And then also here, let me show you some history here. We'll go to dividends. For those of you who know dividends are basically free money. When you own a stock and the stock does well, they give their stockholders what's called a dividend. You can see I have an upcoming dividend on July 25th and in July 15 from these companies. Here are the payouts. Coke gave me 78 cents. Qualcomm gave me 6 cents. Power, this is a ETF. Don't worry about what that is right now. I can explain to that later. It's 17 cents. This is this is Southwest Airlines. This is marijuana. This is a what do they call it? A healthcare company. This is an all-electric company out of Florida. But you can see, look, I keep getting these dividends over time, right? So it doesn't look like a lot, right? Like, who cares about $1.11? But if I hold this stock for 10 years and every quarter they give me $1 and some cents, right? So that's $4 a year. That's $40 off of one stock that I'm getting. That's just free, and on top of everything else. Like, look, like Starbucks has paid me 3 times already this year. 30 cents, 30 cents, 30 cents. So those are the ways you can make money. Have your money make your money, right? As time goes up. So my portfolio, what do I hold? I have Tesla. I just bought it today. I made a lot of money off of Tesla. I'll show you how I do that. I buy Tesla low and sell it high, right? Every time it gets above 330, I sell it, then I buy it again. Jose Contreras in the house. I like the new icon, buddy. South Park, 310. Then I sold it for 345. I bought it again at 308. I'm going to sell it again at 350. So you make $20 at a time. Starbucks, I just bought a lot of Starbucks because it just went down. Look at Starbucks this month. See, it's just tanked this month, especially this week. Just down, down, down. So since I picked up a lot. I picked up 18 shares. And then hopefully I'll make money over a long time. JSOS is a solar company. Riot's a blockchain company. This is a clean energy fund. I have 2 Disney. I really think Disney's going to be like 120 in the next couple years. And this is a clean energy fund, media fund, marijuana, Coca-Cola, Cardinal Health, Southwest, Sirius XM, Global Alternative Clean Energy Fund. I have a lot of clean energy because it's down right now because no one thinks it's going to do well because of Trump. Cerner, I actually lost a lot of money in Cerner. No, this next one. So I made some money in Cerner. That's good. This is the one I lost money in. CSX, down 250. That sucks. Next Era is my favorite stock. If I was a billionaire, this is what I'd buy. I already made $11 off this one stock plus the dividend. GE sucks. Millennial Fund. This is the, well, anyway, that's my portfolio. So I think I've talked enough about that. And so I put in $3,000 this year. And then I've made $102 this year. So if I can continue this trend, be $200 in one full year, which would be nice. The cool thing I think about this, guys, is I am beating the market right now because the market's hella down right now. So January 18 was at its peak, 1 year after Trump was elected. And this is when he started talking about tariffs and all that other stupid stuff he's talking about. And look, it's just gone straight down. So for the first, the first, what is it? We're in the 4th month or 5th month, 6th month. First 6 months, nothing but straight down with Trump. So a lot of people have lost a lot of money, but I've managed to make money because of Robinhood, because it's like free. Like, I'm just gonna go to my history real quick. And you guys can see how often I transact. Once or twice a day, usually, I'll make some money, right? So, buy Global X, sell, get a dividend here or there, sell, buy, sell, cancel, buy, sell, sell, buy, buy. And then slowly making money, you know, $5, $10 at a time. So that is how I do this. As a side note, I want to show you guys, because people are worried about politics. This was the Dow Jones when Obama took over in January 2009, okay? And so Obama turned 8,000 points on the Dow into 20 something, I think 26,000, 21,000, okay? So in 8 years, that's what the stock market did. So I think this will go back up once Trump realizes that he's destroying the country with tariffs, right? Because this is January 16th. Where did he take over? January 17th. So in the first year, it went up from 20,000 to 26,000. So that's 6,000 points. That's pretty good for 1 year. Obviously, then it's been tanking recently. But despite the fact that it's gone down, I still managed to make a little over $100, so that's good. So what's the next thing I think that you guys should get? And I honestly feel every rideshare person should do this because everyone can afford this. I understand you may not have the capital and the extra money to put in, you know, $200 a month into to buy stocks and stuff like that. But I do think you guys would be able to manage $5 a month, and that's what you can do with the stash. This is, in my opinion, the best app for rideshare drivers. So you can put as little as $5 in a week. Come on, guys. I know it's rough. I know paying bills sucks. I know electricity keeps going up. I know rent keeps going up. I know milk keeps, goddamn, trust me, my kids drink milk. I know how much milk goes up. Every goddamn week, milk is more expensive. You can afford $5 a week. I've done a little bit more than $5 a week on this. So let's see now. I started in November. So November, January, February, March, or November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's see what I actually don't know what my average is on here. So stash 13, 4, 5 divided by 9 divided by 4. So I've been averaging about $35 a week on this, on stash is what I'm averaging. I keep it low at $5 and I put money in when I have it. I have like a little extra money. If I can save 20 bucks here, I'll throw it in the stash. But stash is really good. One, because if you're, brother, I'm chilling at Miller Park here in Milwaukee. Brewers going to get it on against Milwaukee. I'll treat you to a game for real. I actually might be able to do that, Timothy. I might be moving to Ohio. My wife has put some applications in. One was Xavier, one was University of Texas, one was someplace in Alabama. And so she got accepted to Xavier, and she's waiting on the other applications before she makes a final decision. But I might be going to Ohio, so that's pretty close to Milwaukee, right? Ohio State to Milwaukee. It's like a day trip, right? A couple hours, like 10 hours, something like that. 6 hours, yeah. I mean, I drive to LA every couple, and it's a farther to LA from here than it is to Milwaukee. So I think that I'll take you up on that offer. Let's get my phone back. So the reason why this app is so great is because it's kind of like helps you, right? So the first thing you do is you sign up and you get a profile. And then see how it says moderate risk profile moderate? It asks you a bunch of questions. How much money do you make? How much money do you want to save? When do you want to save it by? What are you comfortable with? And stuff. And it gives you a risk profile so it knows what to suggest for you. And then what it does is it gives you a bunch of different, they're called ETFs and mutual funds. I'll explain what that is in just a second, but I want to show this. So what you personally believe in, this is one theory of investing. What do you believe in? Do you believe in gas cars or electric cars? If you believe that the future is electric cars, then you want to invest in things like this clean and green right down here, right? Things that are going to move towards electric. So what you're doing is you are using your investment money to help further what you believe in. Not everyone invests this way, right? And it doesn't have to be just like hippie green stuff. If you are supporting of the military, defending America, you can invest in an ETF to defend the military, right? The housing market, people like this, retirement, you name it, they have it, right? Even if you want to get into gold and oil and that kind of stuff, that's what I believe is. So this is what you want to put your money where your mouth is, right? And then, or you want to invest in companies that you believe in. Nothing better than cereal and milk. Yes, yum, exactly. I want. So this is moderate. This is what they suggest for me, but I actually went with an aggressive mix. Aggressive means more risky. So if the market does well, you'll make more money with the aggressive mix. But if the market does bad, it's going to hurt your bottom line. Blue chips, if you don't want to know, that's just like the S&P 500, like the top 500 companies. That's what this is, right? They just have an ETF where it just copies other investment companies that are doing well. This is what I do, corporate cannabis. I really think marijuana is going to make so much money once it comes legal. But these are the things that you want. Like, what do you do every in your day-to-day life? Do you play video games? Do you travel? Do you smoke weed? Do you, what is it? Where do you want to put your money? And that's where this stuff comes into. What do you invest in? That's a second theory to investing is, okay, if you buy a lot of Starbucks, you want to invest in Starbucks because you're spending your money in that company. So other people who are like-minded like you are going to spend money at Starbucks. So you want to spend money where you invest. And that's what I want is, right? You can even get bonds from Uncle Sam and stuff like that. The third theory to investing is, what do you enjoy? Like, what things are you interested in? American companies, blockchain, that's a euphemism for cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and such. Traveling, obviously, companies that involve traveling. Internet, well, just technology in general. This one I think is going to, do really well long term, because this one is, these are the cloud is like, you know, where all your data is stored, and not just as an individual, but companies in clouds too. So going forward, worldwide cloud stuff is going to be. But yeah, like my wife invests in retail therapy because she wants there to be like a Nordstrom's in 10 years, right? She wants to be able to go shopping at these stores, so she invests in retail because she buys stuff, right? Social media, wireless, so cell phone companies. This is one I'm investing in, is millennials. This is fund that does that. Now, this is where I think that Stash can really, really help you guys. I know that $5 a week, whatever, is fine. Well, I couldn't tell you how happy I'd be to hook up and watch a game with you and have a blast. Oh, yeah, dude. Especially if we can get someone else to drive us in an Uber so we both can drink. That'd be rad. This is where Stash goes above and beyond to help rideshare drivers, guys. You can't afford necessarily all the time to buy a stock. Like, I'll give you an example. Amazon and Google, right? Two behemoths. Those are great companies to invest in, right? Well, let's look down here at how much money it costs to buy, where'd it go? Oh, we're not there yet. Okay. To buy Google. Google's my favorite company. It has been since they went public when I was a kid. Where is Google? I thought Google was here. Oh, here it is. Google. Right now, Google costs $1,140.26. I know for a lot of people, that's 1 week worth of driving. Like, you can't take a third of your monthly income and invest in one stock. I understand that. So this is where Stash can help you. If you really are in love with one company that you really want to have stock in, you can buy it slowly over time with the Stash app. And I'll show you how to do that right now. Okay. So all these are company stocks. This is not mutual funds. This is not ETFs. This is straight up purchasing companies. But you're buying a portion of a stock. And I'll show you how it works right here. Let's get down to Google so we can compare apples to apples. How do you spell Google? Is that with a G? Oh, it's Alphabet with an A. I'm so dumb. Alphabet. Right here. This is Google, right? So I have $53.90 of Google. Okay, so that's not a lot of one stock. That is, I own very little bit of it. But I still made money on it because Google's still done well. So see, look, even though I only owe 4 almost 5%. Sorry, no problem. You just keep me up talking. You can tell me, as long as you're talking, I'm happy. Just talk as much as you want to. So the number of shares I have is like basically 5% of one Google, right? But I still made money on the stock because Google's still doing well. So what you can do is hit auto stash if you want to. And then every week, you can buy a portion of your favorite stocks. And I feel like this tool is so powerful for people who are, you know, not making big time money, especially if you're single, right? Even if you're in college, you know, you don't have a family, you're a single dude just trying to get by, you're in between jobs. This is a fantastic way to invest your money safely over a long period of time. Well, you can't be safe, right? Like, I mean, it's always risky when you're investing, but that's how rich people do it, and you can do it the same way too. And so every week, if you set the auto stash, I mean, you don't have to set, you can just buy it like $5 at a time at your will too if you want to. But if you use the auto stash, then every week on whenever you set it, like Monday or Tuesday or whenever, it'll automatically buy $5 of Google for you. Now, I mean, keep in mind that, you know, what's $1,000 divided by 5? 20. So it would take 200 weeks. Just so, I don't even know what that is. 200 weeks. What's that? How many months are there in a year? There's 4 weeks in a month, and then there's 12 in a year. That's roughly. So roughly, it would take you 4 years, but you could do it if you wanted to, if you set your mind to it, and then you would own Google as a stock. Now, obviously, there are stocks that are less expensive than that, right? So this is one of my favorites. I play a lot of Blizzard games my whole life. Activision, they're the ones that do World of Warcraft and stuff like that. So it's $76, right? So if you didn't have the money for it, you set it for $20. That's a lot easier to get one stock of Activision. And so those are the 4 theories you can invest in. Okay, so what's the difference between a stock, which I'm sure you guys all know what this is? Like if you own one AMD stock, which I believe is only $15, right? Like literally, you could buy one AMD stock every week, if you wanted to going forward. Right? Because you could set it for $15 and buy right around one stock of AMD at a time. But I digress from that. So what's the difference between this and these right here? Well, so something like this. This is either an ETF or a mutual fund. Most of these are actually ETFs, which are little portions of larger companies, right? So look, if you buy Match the Market, you're buying about 4% of Apple, 3% of Microsoft, 3% of Amazon, 2% of... So for every dollar you spend, 4 cents goes to purchasing this Apple, right? And this is actually, you could find this on your... Are you watching something, Johnny?
No.
I don't know why my internet's so bad right now. Well, my internet's bad. I'm not sure why. Anyway, you could find it and buy it, right? It's $275 a share. But what that does is it allows you to spread your risk out over a lot of different companies, right? And then here's how it's done. So if you started doing this in 2000, you would be up 10%. So that's a lot of money. You put in $100, now you have $110, plus all of the dividends you'd collect over that time period too. And that's just how all these work. So like, say you want to buy a video game shares. When you buy this particular, I think it's an ETF too. Yeah, it's an ETF. You're buying G5, okay? Capcom. So these are some pretty big companies, right? These are all the video game companies. Nintendo, Electronic Arts, Activision Blizzard. You're buying a portion of those video games. And this is a relatively new one, so I'm interested to see how the performance is, because this is a new ETF. Yeah, so guys, if you invested in this in March 16 when it came out, you'd get a 46.59% return on your investment. And this year alone, so the last 12 months, it's up 21%. So if you bought $100 worth of this a year ago, you would have $121. Like that's incredible. You're not going to make that kind of money in a lot of places, right? So that is how this works. This is how this works. The other thing it is you get a dividend, okay? So just like the stocks, these companies are paying dividends to this fund, who then returns it and gives it to you, okay? So it's pretty sweet, man. I'm really excited about that. Let's see if I can show you some history here. I hope that doesn't... Activity. So look, so yeah, you can see I've been doing $5 at a time, but this is where I want to really, I'm going to go through all this stuff. So look, you do get dividends here. Look, a 9-cent dividend, a 16-cent dividend, another 16-cent dividend, a 4-cent dividend, 53-cent dividend, a 1-cent dividend, but hey, it's better than nothing. 65-cent dividend,